How to add a shortcut in OneNote 2013. In Word 2013, I can use Alt plus equals to open a new equation editing text box. As I have the Swiss keyboard layout, I actually press Alt plus Shift plus 0, 0 to achieve that. This is a bit more complicated to press, but at least it works. When I hover over the Insert Formula button in OneNote, it tells me that the shortcut is Alt plus Inf. Inf is short for entfernen, which is German for remove or delete. Unfortunately, Alt plus delete does nothing at all. In OneNote, and Alt plus Shift plus 0 doesn't do anything either. So I Googled. For Word, there are many tutorials how to change keyboard shortcuts, File, Options, Customize Ribbon, Sum button. In OneNote, the settings are exactly the same, except for the fact that that button is not there. I now need a way to add or edit the shortcuts of OneNote. I wouldn't mind if it is a hacky solution like a registry edit. Simulating Alt plus equals using auto hotkey does not help.
I'm a US English user, and I don't have OneNote, and I've never used it. So my contribution may not be valuable to you. But many programs, including most Microsoft programs, or at least most Microsoft Office programs, or at least most Microsoft programs that have a ribbon, have a way of navigating the ribbon to get to the functions quickly using the keyboard. This capability implies a set of keyboard shortcuts that are hidden in plain sight. For example, in Word, if I press Alt and either release it or hold it for a second, I get this. Note that the ribbon tabs are labeled with letters. F equals File, H equals Home, N equals Insert, G equals Design, P equals Page Layout, vertical ellipsis, and the buttons on the Quick Access toolbar, Save, Undo, Redo, are labeled with numerals. If I press N for Insert, I get this. Note this detail from the right end. So, in US English Microsoft Word, Alt, N, E is a hidden keyboard shortcut for insert equation. You can type this any of the following ways. Press and release Alt, press and release N. Press and release E. Press and hold Alt, press and release N. Release Alt, press and release E, or press and hold Alt, press and release N. Press and release E, release Alt. And, once you have released the Alt key, you can use Shift, or not, as you prefer. So you can press and release Alt, then type N and E. Press and release Alt, then type N and E. Press and release Alt, then type N and E. Press and release Alt, then type N and E, etc. So experiment with Alt in your version of OneNote and see what you find. As noted, OneNote is different from Word, and these shortcuts may be language dependent. Another approach is to add Insert Equation to the Quick Access toolbar. Then you will be able to use Alt plus 4, or whatever, depending on how many other items you have in your Quick Access toolbar.
I found a good suggestion on this URL for creating new keyboard shortcuts in OneNote. The trick is to use the Quick Access toolbar, CAT. The nice thing about CAT is that all the buttons in there get an automatic keyboard shortcut in the form of Alt plus N, where N is the button number. So the fifth button in the CAT has Alt plus 5 as its shortcut. So how do we get buttons to the CAT? You can normally right-click on any button on the ribbon and click Add to Quick Access Toolbar and have it added to CAT.
For completeness, another way to add a shortcut in OneNote is to use AutoHotkey to send the keystrokes to access it via the default shortcut.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.